rain died down. So I'm gonna head out on the canoe. So, left my campsite just to kind of look around a little bit. I was out on the water fishing, but the wind kicked up again and the waves coming up made me pretty unstable. I wasn't particularly comfortable trying to catch a fish, provided I could catch a fish in that kind of condition. So I'm just out exploring around right now. This is all a burn area from 1996. Is that the third time I've said this? Pretty sure it is. I also need to collect firewood while I'm out, so I'll go to the top of this hill right here though. Down there's Chipmunk Cove. Such a Disney name. Already there's some good candidates for firewood, so we'll start looking around. Oh, and by the way, as you can tell, this is a pine forest. This is all from a lightning strike. JK. So this tree right here is dead. The top is broken off at some point. It's just among this debris lying around. But it's got really good sap. I can see all over the place. And I want this bark. I can use the bark to put down to make a base for the fire. Obviously I'm not going to try to cut the whole tree down, but I want the bark. There we go. Okay, all that bark I just gathered up, it's gonna set it here right in the middle, and this has got, so it's got the sap all through it. That, you know, sticky stuff that gets in your hands, it never goes away. So this stuff catches pretty easily, which is why when we have forest fires, they tend to be pretty bad. Stuff, it just catches and burns, and since we got so much blowdown everywhere, especially in this area, it's this stuff will just ignite like wildfire. Alright, so now comes the part that I am dreading more than anything, because I don't have any fire starters with me. This is a pine cone, and these actually, it's pretty dry too. This will be really good for getting a fire going. I got gathered up quite a few of them. Alright, so we're gonna hopefully make... You can hear that sizzling? That's all the moisture. Can't seem to get away from a lot of moisture, can I? Looks like she's lighting though, so... Looks like this is ramen for dinner, which is fine. Totally fine. Fire went up really well. sure some of you have seen some of my other videos where I have a struggle getting a fire going. No struggle today. Like a pro today. Got dark really fast. It's just a little bit after 8 o'clock right now. Yeah. That's kind of the life out here this time of year. You know, it's not like summertime where the sun goes down around 10 o'clock at night. You know, this is the early part of fall when it gets dark around 8. So what do you guys think of this little logo right here? It's made by Corey Westbrook. She designed it for me, so thank you, Corey. The council appreciates you, and just to see if you're watching this video or watching any of my videos, I would really appreciate some tiramisu. See me alright? Like, the worst part about having to eat ramen is that I'm 100% sure I would have caught a fish tonight. I just did not have enough time. I got a late start today. Just wasn't in the cards, I guess. So I'm going to disgustingly eat my ramen and get back to you guys in a bit. We'll have a chat before bed. Okay guys, I just ate my ramen. It was just as delicious as it sounds. So I get a lot of people who accuse me of trying to be extreme when I camp under a tarp. Nothing could be further from the truth. What it's about is just getting out of that comfort zone that, you know, humans tend to get in a comfort zone. Focusing okay? Kind of in and out of focus, aren't I? Whatever. Anyway, it's about getting out of the comfort zone, you know. It's about experiencing something a little bit different than what you're used to. And I really do enjoy that. And that could be, you know, anything from sleeping under a tarp in 25-degree weather, or hiking, doing a day hike somewhere where it's just dumping rain, or canoe camping, or any of those things. You're just trying something different. Sleeping under a hammock, or sleeping in a hammock under a tarp. So I always want to do something just a little bit different every time. I don't want to get stuck in the same routine every day. So that's why I do this. That's why I camp under a tarp. It's why I canoe camp. It's why I go hiking in the rain. Honestly, the rain part where I live, if you didn't go hiking in the rain, you'd go hiking like 2 months out of the year. So you kind of have to decide, you want to go hiking, or do you want to wait till, you know, the weather's perfect. And I don't think the weather ever has to be perfect. Anyway, that's just my 2 cents on the issue. It's just about experiencing something in a different way that maybe you're not used to. And if you're not comfortable under a tarp, don't sleep under a tarp. It's fine. You know, no one's gonna say anything bad to you, I promise. I would encourage you to try sleeping under a tarp. I think it's very comfortable. Honestly, the last time I slept in a tent, which was my first trip to Charlton Lake, I was really uncomfortable. I felt really caged in. A lot of that had to do with the size of the tent. That Eureka Solitaire is, it's super small. You can't even like sit up in it. You're laying down the whole time. I didn't like that very much. So, there was that. Does it get any better than this? Sit in front of a campfire? I don't think so. Wish I had a better camera. The clouds all went away, and the stars are just phenomenal tonight. Alright, It's 11 o'clock. I'm tired. I'm going to bed. I'm just gonna let that burn out. It's not doesn't have a whole lot of life left in it. I will check in with you guys mañana. Fire's still going a little bit. It's only been like 10 minutes since I laid down, but okay, so you can't see this at all with my camera. The moon came out and it lit this whole place up. I'm gonna stay up a little while longer and see if the view changes to any better.